upcoming this our station are moving. Number. Sorry.
No, I just started recording. Go ahead.
Okay. Yes, the number of us have not been have not been with us for various reasons. We just hope that this meeting will give us another start, another push, so that we come back together as one big family. So, the president already introduced the modification, talked about the modifications we have had on the agenda. And if I understood him well, then now we should be talking about the membership engagement and the upcoming initiatives. So by membership engagement, we are thinking that we should encourage ourselves to register ourselves to this association. No association can function without people committing themselves by paying annual registrations, as we decided to do. The page has been open, and we have given a few persons have already paid. We are encouraging that more of us should pay our annual registration, which for now is at 30,000 francs every year. If you want to pay by mobile money, you see the number in the WhatsApp group. You pay to Mr. Galam. You have to pay by the bank transfer. The details are already there. I don't know whether somebody has something to say about what we can do to improve membership engagement before we go to plans for upcoming activities.
Yeah, so what we've been thinking, since some members of the diaspora and also some members of the home country, they're suggesting that we have a second account in the diaspora to make it easy for diasporans to send in their contribution. So while we are moving forward full force to do our contributions using the Momo account and the direct deposit account, during the subsequent months, a few months down the road, we're looking at ways to open up an account in the diaspora so that those in the diaspora can also find it easy to send their money, send their contributions in. More importantly, through Zelle and Cash App.
Or Cash App, yeah.
Yeah, Zelle, Cash App. So it makes it easy. So we'll be looking at that with Irene, since she's the treasurer for the diaspora. So we'll go from there. We'll give you guys updates as that is being done. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, talking about this engagement, since we are already on the 2nd of March, which is after the deadline, normal deadline that we have for payment of annual registration, probably we should also think of another deadline so that people can work on that and know when to pay.
Hello.
Because normally our registration was supposed to end by the end of 31st of January, if my memory is.
No, end of March. End of March.
I think
okay.
Yeah.
End of March. Okay, sorry. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, even we have end of March. Based on what I'm looking at, the numbers I'm looking at, it looks like we might have to extend. But let's look at the firm date of end of March. So what I'll plead with everybody is, let's push during this month of March for registration and membership commitments. So while we're posting fun stuff and other unrelated stuff, let's make membership drive for March a priority. Thank you.
Just a comment, please.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, regarding the membership drive, I'm wondering what we are paying membership dues for. This is our 3rd year. We have no program. We have nothing done. And even this meeting doesn't contain any topic on a possible project or on a possible reunion. I think collecting membership dues every year for the sake of it is going to lead to diminishing returns. We should have some concrete plans. We should have a project. Why are we collecting membership dues? We should be able to answer that question before moving ahead. And secondly, the audit report that we receive is not encouraging. And it's not something that would encourage members to continue paying dues. And then we keep the money or we don't see all of the money. These are important issues that should be addressed before we embark on a membership drive. Because somebody who has never paid their membership due may be wondering, oh, okay, so what has happened so far for the past 3 years that I haven't paid? So that's my take. I believe membership dues are important, but we would have better results if we launch a membership drive with a project in mind or with a reunion plan, so just something concrete that would just convince an average member that we are not just working through the paces with no objective in mind.
Mr. Philip, you want to answer or you want me to answer?
Yes.
Should I just say something to add to that too?
An answer. I think that the extension of this particular point that we are on membership engagement and upcoming initiatives. The second part of upcoming initiatives actually means that there's some plans afoot. Unfortunately, we have been functioning. We have not been functioning together in one group. So some discussions have been going on in another WhatsApp group, which may not be available to our friend who just spoke. Yes, we are planning a physical meeting and some meeting to come up probably this year, and we have been thinking about some project which I'm sure that Dr. Agbo will be able to throw more light on the plans for a physical meeting, probably in Cameroon, and plans for some project in our alma mater. Over to you, Doctor.
Yes, before Mayor, did you want to add something to it, Sister Emilia? Your hands was up.
I know. I don't know if Emi's about to say something, but Rosaline, I wanted to ask a question too.
Okay. Somebody said they wanted to add something.
Emilia, you are muted. Unmute.
Emilia, you are muted. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I've been talking to myself. I was saying that I was going to go on the same lines as Mr. Aya Paul, that we've been on for 2 years. And while it is important that we continue to pay our dues, we don't see the difference between us in this group and us in the other social group. We are the same because nothing has been happening. So to help to engage membership dues, when people see that funds are being used, that will naturally help. So I think the next point you plan to discuss will help this point better. That is about financial engagement of membership. But I think our objectives of meeting were not only financial. We want to also see how meeting in this group helps us to bond even better on different levels: professional, economic, psychological, whatever. So we should look at platforms that will make this group, apart from little jokes we will put time and again, sharing information and all of that, that we have to enrich this forum to make membership. Because sometimes you come to a place not for the financial thing that would happen, that I was sick and I was sent some money, but rather the fact that I feel I belong somewhere where my mind is being impacted, my body, my spiritual, my whatever being. So I think that will come up in other parts, and that will answer this financial. While I understand the leadership, because there's nothing we can do without money, we need to put in some money for some time. So I don't think we should be discouraged. We are only in the month of March, so there's no worry that 2025 dues should extend the time. Just keep sending reminders, and then we rather exploit the next point, because that next point will help people to pay more.
You are absolutely right. The issue of projects had come up since last year, and we debated that in the in the leadership forum, and the general consensus was that right now, we number one, we don't have the enough funds for that. Number two, we don't know the strength. We're not very we still don't have the strength of the meeting that would allow us to carry out projects and do the things that we wanted to do. So folks wanted to get money together. So once we're comfortable that, okay, we're ready to do this, then we start putting projects. So that was the only thing that discouraged us from starting projects. Now, we were also thinking that with the upcoming face-to-face meeting that we have planned for this year, if only the timeline will permit, we'll be able to discuss in detail some of the things that we actually want to do. So there are two things we can discuss, some micro projects, if that's what the group wants, and put plans for the General Assembly where we'll discuss more detailedly any projects that we want to carry out. Mr. Philip,
can I say anything?
Did I answer that question? I still need to expand.
Can I say something?
I think you did to a certain extent. You did, and I think the next topics will help us see better, because once we start having projects, then we'll be able to see what do we have in the house, what do we need to do to make it better, and that will help a lot more. So I think this next step will really answer this present step, financial membership.
Can I add to that, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, regarding the issue whether we launch a project after having money in hand, or we wait for we can launch a project without the money in hand, but aim to achieve a certain level of financial goals to launch the project. So I think those are two ways of looking at it. We can launch a project and say, hey, we have a project, and this project is going to cost us 10,000. And based on that, we initiate a membership drive and other drives to attain that goal. Or we can wait and say, oh, let's have enough money, but enough money is not a goal. So I believe that it's important for us to initiate a project, get a budget for the project, and initiate membership drive and other drives to attain that goal. That's something that will push people to come together and work towards a common goal. Right now, we don't have that goal. So we should not wait to have money before we initiate a project. And remember that we don't need a lot of money to initiate projects. There are different projects of different magnitude, different scales. So let's...
I buy your thought process. And, that's one of the issues that had come up. Let's advance a project and see how we can fund it. But yeah, it's a good point, and we need to consider that. As a matter of fact, inside this meeting, maybe we can think of a project, or we're going to throw that in the forum. Then we'll discuss about it. What do you guys think?
I think we should do some proposals in this meeting. Let's do some proposals for a project in this meeting, and we are taking it now to the forum. We are saying that this is what we have proposed, to see if somebody wants to make any modification or to add something on what we proposed here.
Okay, I think that's a good idea.
I think for me, we have to keep on raising money.
Absolutely.
Because even if you want to go and paint a classroom in Bambili, it's not going to be 2 million that we have in our account. So to me, let's keep raising money, and then the projects, we'll be seeing them through coming up.
Yeah, so when we advance a project, it will give us more muscle to raise money and gain our membership drive. So I think both go hand in hand.
And if you make a project that is too expensive, that would drive people away.
You're right.
Because the chicken and the egg problem, which one comes before the other? So can we have some proposal, some project which is not a proposal for a project that is not too costly and not to fight over? Somebody was talking about painting a classroom. I don't know whether.
Well, if the classrooms are not up to par, painting it might just be wasting time.
I believe that we should consult the school administration. I think they have a better idea what their immediate needs are. The executive can consult the school administration to propose 1, 2, 3 projects, and we evaluate it and choose one of them, because we cannot just sit here and decide on the projects in the school.
Okay. Who has contacts of the presidents? Who has contact for the school principals' phone?
Hello,
Mr. Bila?
Hello.
Yeah, who is this? Oh, yes, sir. Go ahead.
Doc, it's not about who is in Bamenda. Please. What I want us to do is to try to be follow some kind of professional. We are in an organization. And if we have to reach the principal, all we need to do is the number of the principal by WhatsApp, by phone call, even from the president of this group. You get it from the horse's mouth.
Yes.
You get it and you talk directly. We don't send intermediaries to this. So you get the information. If there's some groundwork to do after we have established something, then our foot soldiers on the ground can start going. So there will be a formal letter. We ex-students of CAS Bambili, class this, desire to do something. And we would like to know what the different things are. We are not many. It could just be a little widow's mite, whatever. Then you hear now and you get the tempo, and then we discuss on it. Let's just go professionally. You're going to have a letterhead with our logo and our things, and you write and present formally that there is such and such a group that is reaching out to him. So we have a proper document from him that gives us, we don't want to come and build CAS Bambili. We may want to only work on the blocks that we knew, that we are sentimental, we have nostalgia from, not for a new building that he's even building. We may just say that, oh, this area holds a lot of memory, maybe the refectory or whatever. We could be donating even just some chaffing dishes that they will put food in the refectory. It could be just any little thing. Amongst the things that they would propose, we can also think of the times we were there and even ask him leading questions. How is food served in the refectory? Do you people still have it? How does this? Some simple things that may make an impact but may not cost a lot of money. So I am proposing that we don't just send those who are on the ground all the time, but you send a formal letter like the coordinator, president, whatever we decide. That's my contribution.
Yes, I'm in total support with what Emilia said. It should be official, and official letters should be sent to the principal.
Hello, can I come in, please?
I want to say something. I want to say something.
Yeah?
Can I say something?
I want to say something.
Hello.
I want to say something.
Yes, Mr. Bilal, then Mr. Musi.
Yes, I wanted to think that we can just think of a project like price award and do some selected issues and give prizes and just find out from the principal those who can be part of those prizes, and we give something symbolic. With 1 million, we can be able to do a lot of that of the prizes without going to find out exactly what they would need. Be symbolic.
I want to say something.
Okay, Mr. Musi.
Are we in order?
Mr. Julius.
Yes, I want to say something.
Go ahead, please.
Yes, I want to say that for 3 years, we've been able to establish a foundation of classmates and to know many people and to know what they have been doing and where they are. And looking at the statistics, we had some enrollment of 200 and something classmates. And we are talking about 97 official classmates. This means that we have left some people behind.
Did he fall out?
It looks like we have lost Mr. Musi. Yes.
Yeah, he's back on. Mr. Musi.
Maybe I continue since it's a bit off. You know? Can I continue since it's a bit off?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I think what Muti was saying is along the lines of what I'm about to say too, because I think we are going faster than we are supposed to go.
It looks like Musi is still trying to get to say something.
It's like his line is. It's like his connection is. It's like.
Okay.
It's like Musi's connection is has failed.
Yeah, Mr. Polycarp, go ahead.
Yeah, what I was saying is that what I'm about to say is a bit along the lines of what Musi is saying. I think what is more is a social come together, a convention, an AGM. It can be in the US where many of our members are, or in Cameroon. We make an AGM, and it's not necessary, even if just about 30 people attend, we'll make noise about it. And during that AGM or social come together, whatever, meeting is the first thing, because a lot of bonding will come through physical come together. And that will go far to touch on many members. If we are talking all on money for projects, I'm afraid it may scare away a majority of the people. I think we are coming together more to have fun as former schoolmates, share some fun. And that from that fun now, we can bring us closer. I will now think of raising money for a project. If we want starting off with the project without any physical come together, without any fun, jointly having some fun, and then doing maybe fundraising during that encounter for a project, then the project to me I'm afraid may not be successful. So I think again we should do more of bonding by arranging to physically meet. It can be the US, where if you think that in the US about 20 people can come together in the name of Class 80, that would still be big news and a big achievement. If it's in Cameroon and about 30 people can come together and start one evening, have fun, make noise about it, pictures and send around, it may give some life to the group. So I think we should think more along the lines of beginning with a physical come together anywhere where we have a good number of people. And then from there now, we can now talk of launching a project to do something for the school. Before it can motivate, now can motivate people to contribute. But,
That's a good one. That's a good contribution.
Yeah, I tend to support Mr. Polycarp's view, please.
What's happening?
Maybe a call is coming in somewhere.
That's somebody's call is coming through to somebody.
So I think we should push more for a social come together where we make a lot of noise and have fun. To me, that's the most important thing for now, for this early stage. From there we can plan a lot more.
I don't know if you listen, we're thinking about having a come together in Cameroon this year. So one of the uncertainties is the fact that there's an election in October. So we're still trying to think the best time for come together.
We can push the election, President. We can push the election. We are the ones who made the law now, who made the rules. We can shift the election to next year. After what's the rush?
Presidential election, no?
You mean presidential election?
Yeah, we can shift them a year later. There's no rush. What's
Cameroon presidential election, you can shift it.
No, that one is October now. That one is October. By November, December, things would have settled. Things would have been calm.
May God hear you.
Yeah, I know.
I just saw
a video. I just saw a video this morning. They were beating up Camto in I think in France. I don't know.
Belgium.
Oh, that was Belgium.
Belgium.
No, there is another one.
It was the Minister of Youth Affairs.
No, there is another one today. Shiroma. Another one today. Shiroma.
Still in Belgium. That's still in Belgium.
He was beaten with his gandura. He was running away.
So with all those
things are all fakes.
No, those things are taking place out there. It's difficult to have them back here in the country.
No, but they are fakes.
What do you mean by fake?
Good. Are you getting me?
Artificial intelligence.
Yes. The Minister of Youth and Sport was never in Belgium at the time of that event.
Okay. All right. Politics aside, let's refocus.
Are you getting me? I was lost. I don't know. I'm back.
You're back now.
I'm hearing you.
Yeah, I just want to say something. I beg, can you just give me 1 minute? I want to say that we started with a very good team. Every person was very, very happy. And we rose, our population was rising until we started thinking that we should be organized. And we were organized. We come to realize that out of 200 and something people, around 97 are official and 70% active. So I'm trying to say that we have a lot of work to go back and re-examine the purpose, why we are, and what we have to do in order to be happy to do more. We know that majority of the classmates are in Cameroon, and since Cas Bambili was in the English part of Cameroon, there are very few Francophones who are our classmates, and most of our classmates, not all of them have really succeeded in life the way we think, where we are. Some are not even, don't even know what we are going on, and we need to carry out good sensitization. We need to go back individually and get back people and ask their opinion, what's happening. And the fact that we separated this group has brought back the feelings of France in those days of the clergy, middlemen, and the peasants. Life.
He has been kicked out again.
Are you getting me? Life in this life, we became more of humans before environment. We think, first of all, how are we living? How is our health? How our family, our friends, especially classmates here? Then we can now know that we are on the lead, we are progressing. So I want to suggest that we take a very, very firm decision to put it a general forum and to tell people that we can't allow the other peoples behind. And if they are behind, they should let us know that they don't have money, but they still have the right to be with us. But we know those people who are contributing. My baby, I'm going to see that I invite all the Castilians who are of our batch, my born house. I'm going to make sure that the new ones will come in and start where they have entered. And we'll talk to them about how the progress of this union. We'll try to know their problems. And then we see how we could increase in number and go to the average cost that can enable us do. I know that some people may act because they have, yes, certainly said that things are hard. So we should reflect that to see how we are moving. And we are seeking to discuss things about security, financial security, which is a fear of many people. And when we discuss all these things, at the end, we shall come with a clear term of defining how we terminate. When we determine how we terminate, we can now really take a bold step to announce and to see how we can continue. That is my look at it. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know. Can I, Mr. President, can I intervene?
Who is that?
Mr. President.
Ayuk.
Can I intervene?
Yes, Colonel, go ahead.
Okay. I was cut off for a couple of minutes, but I had to fight back. Like a warrior to come back on board. So I missed certain things and the rest. Yes, we've heard all what has been said. I really share I first of all share the idea of Emilia talking anything that we do should be official with our letterhead and written. Administration remains written. Then secondly, concerning the intervention of Musi, I think Musi too is right. I share with him. We cannot delve into projects that we have not even physically organized a single AGM that we have, no matter the number of people that we have come together somewhere, whether overseas or in Cameroon, to sit and say one or two things and make it public. Then concerning, the database, we have to increase our database. And I think we have done everything possible. Personal write-ups, personal calls, and all whatnot for members to join. And we shall continue. It's just like evangelization. It's more than 1,000 years that Christianity has been evangelizing. They keep on evangelizing every day to have many more Christians. So we shall continue, but we shall not only stay there on that aspect. I think everybody has been sensitized to the extent that if they want to be with us, they will be with us. We shall continue. But I always have a saying that says that, you have to do what you have. A mommy that has 1 liter of milk can only give 1 liter of milk to the daughter or the son. He will not ask for 3 liters because she will not produce 3 liters. We have done everything possible to sensitize our classmates. But you can understand that at this time of our life and age and our professional and socio-political backgrounds, at times it's difficult to unify people. But the little that we can do with, I presume that we should continue with. We have done our best. We shall continue to sensitize. What have we not done? So that is just what I wanted to add. We try to get an AGM. Everything official should be written, as Emilia said. And then from that AGM, we can sit, and then now we see the type of projects that we can do. Mr. Bila talked of, giving out prizes and the rest. I would like a project that will be indelible. Projects, giving prizes, those students take the prizes and disappear. It encourages them, no doubt. But we have to do something from the beginning that stays in the school, that whenever they see it, they can think of us. Like she talked of plates in the refectory or gas cookers or painting one of our dormitories, whether it's Unity Hall, Reunification Hall, or, Independence Hall, one of those things. So that is my own small contribution for this evening. John, go open the gate. They have come.
Thank you for that contribution, Colonel. Mr. Philip, over to you.
Hello?
Yes?
I'm finished, Mr. President. I'm through.
That's what I'm saying. I said thank you for the contribution.
Okay.
Okay. Any other person wanted to say something?
I'm wondering, my brother Charles, Mr. Charles, but how?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm listening.
Oh, wait, I get
I'm happy to support, and I want to.
You get a good video.
Hello.
Now, what's
Yeah, we're listening.
Yeah, I want to thank the president for reminding me because I was, I was in the middle of something and I completely forgot that. I completely forgot.
Yeah.
So thanks for his call to prompt me, and I've just been listening in, and I think they, we're making very, very, very interesting.
Just one second.
And this idea of an age
something wrong.
face very important. I always try like travel around, meet up with and moments in my travel. So it'd be wonderful. An AGM.
Somebody has two things on.
It's Mr. Chungong Polycarp.
Yes.
You have, oh, sorry. Did I put enough? Oh, don't go back with that nonsense.
Is that Flores Formuso I'm seeing in the background?
Yes. Hello. Bye.
How are you, sweetie?
Bye.
Okay. Anyway, sorry. I was saying that just on board.
I'm going to put a sound.
Polycarp, can you close one of your connections, please?
Hello. Hello.
Continue,
Shallow.
Okay.
Well, yeah, hear you.
Some have two devices on.
Yeah, so good.
One with the speaker and one with the tiles or the ceiling or something.
No, I don't have any other device on.
No, I mean Mr. Chungong Polycarp.
Ah, okay.
Is that what was disturbing?
That is what is disturbing.
Oh, no. Okay. I think it's fine now. I don't see the other one anymore.
Yeah. Okay, so I was saying that, I heard that you guys are, because I joined in when the meeting had already progressed to a certain extent. But it looks like there was some proposal about some AGM or come together. Yeah, we could, actually make some proposals. I think if it's in Cameroon, I know a lot of, diasporans meet up in December. So December is a month that we can be looking, even irrespective of the presidential election, as Polycarp suggested. No, not Polycarp. Polycarp said, it's in October, and hopefully by say December, irrespective of what is happening, we're hoping that it will be peaceful. We could, be looking at the December month when, if a lot of diasporans are in Cameroon, and then, we can now figure out a venue and then see how we can work around that. So I think it's important that bonding will probably jumpstart these in a way that, will get us ruling in the kind of speed that we want to be in.
Mr. Mba was talking. I think he's finished talking so far. So over to you.
Mr. President, can we resolve on that, please?
In I missed quite a lot. I don't know where we are.
No, he was just giving his opinion about a physical meeting, and it ended up with a suggestion that maybe December time period might be a good idea. And while you were gone, I see you were disconnected for 25 minutes. Some members suggested that we have a face-to-face, whether it's a diaspora face-to-face or on the ground face-to-face, but it's necessary before an actual fundraising or push for project starts. So I think that's what you missed.
Okay, thank you. I think that
So, President, can we resolve on that, please?
Say again?
Can we resolve on that face-to-face meeting?
Absolutely.
I have a very smart idea.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
I was just thinking to myself that when we start looking at December, we're in the month of March. Honestly, for most diasporans who have not planned to travel to Cameroon in December and have to start planning while we are doing this now with the tickets and high season and taking time off, I am looking at it like it's good to start the discussions, but I'm wondering about December. Why don't we all suggest that we start zoning a little to enable December work, and if it doesn't work, then we push it? What do I mean by this? That I think there are a good number of classmates in Bamenda, a number of them in Yaoundé, a number of them where they find themselves. Could they just try to have some small meetings of bonding? I'm not like, eventually we may even have chapters, we may even have branches.
Correct.
So if we start having that kind of thing, it would bring about that feeling where we are together, and when people really meet face to face, eyeball to eyeball, things are different than this electronic thing that we are doing. So if they can already start having some kind of grouping that are more feasible to realize, it's easy for those in Bamenda to decide to be together. Maybe one person is in Bafusam and joins them. Maybe those in the southwest somewhere and say, okay, let's meet in Limbe. Maybe Douala, Boyadua, and so on, they meet and so on. We just try zoning something like that. Can we see who is where and see how we can put ourselves together in a way that we deliberately try to meet? It could be somebody having an occasion and every other person comes there. If we start achieving that slowly too, while putting a tentative December meeting, so people start planning for it, and if we see that it is not feasible, we may move it to Easter the following year, or why not to December? It is not too far to say even December 2026. And people start even planning, putting their money for tickets. You're not coming to Cameroon just for a meeting. You want to stay in a hotel. You'll be meeting family and so on. It needs a budget. And from my little experience out here, I don't know if somebody just gets up now and say, I'm going to December for my classmates meeting with that. You have to have really gathered yourself with the way things are. Just a little suggestion that could we look at this other zoning too and start having some periodic, maybe quarterly, and depending on the people, if they want to meet weekly, monthly, whatever, their own reality will show. Food for thought.
I think the General Assembly is very, very important. All those other petit meetings, to me now, let's make the General Assembly meeting. We make a date, and those who will be able to be there will be there.
Yes, you are talking like this. It is good. Because
I think Emilia's idea is quite good. That does not preclude a General Assembly. I think the idea of having chapters, Bamenda, Douala, Yaoundé, Fako, and so on, is very important because if we are having a general meeting, where will we have it? I think if we have chapters, it's natural that the strongest chapter would host that assembly meeting. You understand? We cannot just sit here and say, oh, we'll have it in Limbe or in Douala or in Yaoundé or in Bamenda without knowing that there are people on the ground who are really serious to receive us. So let's encourage the chapters while planning for the general meeting. And as the chapters come up and they tell us about the meetings they are having, how many people attend and so on, it will give us an idea of the chapters that are likely or that are well established to be able to receive us, to enable us have a successful reunion. So let's do both. I think starting with those chapters will give us a good idea of where we will meet.
You are right. It's a good idea. For us to wait and see which chapter is strong enough to host us, that would take away the time necessary for those in the diaspora to prepare for travel in December, or maybe not.
No,
So,
what we're doing is we are setting December as the reunion period. You understand?
okay.
That is, we can set it now. But the only difference is it may be 3 months before that we decide that it will be in Limbe or in Douala or in Yaoundé or in Bamenda. But we already know that we'll have a reunion in December.
All right. So, Mr. Philip, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, over to you.
Yeah, I think that
I think, guys, this discussion should be debated in any other business.
Say again.
I think we can settle this particular point now. The general trend is that we should have a general meeting in December, but meanwhile we should encourage chapters, the various chapters to meet. We in Bamenda here, we have tried. We have met a few times. We're actually meeting at a place in a joint of Mr. Camto Francis. Unfortunately, some people are not coming. And we lost one of the members. We had a meeting, and then after the meeting, we heard that one of our members got missing at Tova, and we have not found him. I not found him alive, no death till now. We talked about Atanga Samson. He's still resting. He's only So, but we already have something in Bamenda. It's just a matter of getting it. We could just encourage other people, those in Lima, to also do that. So I'm thinking that we can end this point here, saying that we are going to have a meeting in December. If I don't know what date is convenient, what particular period in December is convenient for those to be abroad, but in principle, we have agreed that we'll have a general meeting in December.
If I'm not mistaken, the last time we talked about a general meeting in December, though those in the diaspora were not expecting to, in favor of going, most people said that December time period is a festive period, and it had too many things going on to divert to a General Assembly meeting. So do you guys think this December will be feasible? What prevented us from having a General Assembly meeting the first time we discussed? If that will come back to be a limiting factor.
My experience is that nobody leaves the diaspora to go to Cameroon for a General Assembly meeting alone. When we travel to Cameroon, it would be, yes, we have a General Assembly meeting, but you link that with other things, family and other things. So if we put it at a different period, the likelihood that we'll have a good attendance from the diaspora is very low. Christmas is the focus period when most people travel. So if somebody is leaving the diaspora to go to Cameroon, I'm sure they can find 1 day or 2 days to devote to the General Assembly. If you put it in Easter or summer, it gets a bit difficult. You know, during the summer period, it's 2-3 months. So we may have it in the summer, the period when somebody is not chance, they don't have time from work. But generally, Christmas period is when most people from the diaspora travel to Cameroon. That's my observation. When I leave here to go to Cameroon, for example, in December, I will not be leaving with the idea that, oh, I am going for a cast reunion. I will be going to Cameroon with 3 or 4 different things to do, including family, including the cast reunion and other things. If we put it at a different period where we are expecting people to live here and go to Cameroon only for the reunion, I think the attendance is likely to be a lot less from the diaspora.
What is the problem? Cameroon having their own General Assembly, and then America, they have their own. Then we can, I think it can go 2 ways.
The America General Assembly will be a lot more difficult to arrange. Having it in Cameroon will be a lot easier because we don't have any city in the US, for example, that has more than 3-4 Castarians. So it will be really difficult to have a city that can host a reunion. Maybe with time, but right now, I think Cameroon is the one that will attract the most.
I want to suggest that.
Can you just end with a proposal for a particular period in the December? I don't know whether the first 2 weeks or the middle weeks. Can you just propose a date? I'm talking to, I think it's Mr. Aya Paul who was talking the last.
I think. Usually December. Let's say the second week of December would be good. If we make it too early, most people will not be in Cameroon yet. But from the second week, third week, or we could even put it between Christmas and New Year, just that period there. After the festive Christmas period is gone.
The weekends are, the weekend is the 6th and 6th, 13th, 20th, 27th. I'm using the, I think, Fridays or Saturdays.
Yeah. To me, that weekend of the 27th might be the best.
27th, that is after Christmas.
Yes, just after Christmas, but before New Year.
Why are you sounding like him?
Well, because I'm trying to see things from you.
I want to have a reaction about, I don't know who was talking about the challenge of having a General Assembly meeting in the US. You just can't assume that it will be challenging. We may be not more than 4 in any city, but I think when we meet, just like we prepare to go to Cameroon, funds, etc., it's the same thing that will be done for those that are in the US. Suppose that we have some members in Maryland. We can pull resources, each person can organize to go there. It is just how committed we are to the cause that will, which I think it's our drive and commitment that will get us doing anything. And then I want to react also about Emily's suggestion on the fact that we could meet like little groups. I would applaud Cameroon on that front because like most of the times we see pictures on the forum, we see Dr. Agos jumps into Boya from somewhere, they meet together, they do that. But unfortunately, I have not seen that very much in the diaspora. So, hey, diaspora, hey, United States, maybe we can think about it. If there are 4 persons in one state, why can't they meet together for a Sunday afternoon lunch in somebody's house? That is also heartwarming, even just to see the pictures. So that's my contribution. So come on, Lessa USA. I think Lessa, forgive me.
In fact, I visited a friend yesterday evening. He just hosted his Cas Bambili group the day before in his house. And I was like, people went to Cas? He said, yes, we left. I think they left in 92. They had their reunion in his house. So maybe people around this area, but that is a Cas Bambili group that met. So that actually brought the idea to my mind that in the little places that we are, maybe depending on the reality, Maryland may be able to have it. There may be 4 or 5 people here, but maybe in another state it's not possible. Then that person will just be hanging. The day he hears it's happening in Maryland, he can join the Maryland group if it is possible, for example, where they are a bigger number. That we should just try to see if it can work. It works.
Yeah, I think it can work in the diaspora because if we have like a month's notice, you can get cheap tickets that will take you to, the wherever the venue is. Yeah. So, and you don't need a large number of folks to host. Maybe if there are 2 people within an area, they can put their heads together and host, those that would make it to the meeting or to
these
get
guys
together.
Just stayed in the guy's basement and they boozed and they ate and everything all night, and he was describing the happiness and so on in somebody's home downstairs.
Yeah.
And they had fun. They didn't need to go and pay for a hall.
Right. Yeah,
I think that so far that's Dr. Agbo Cecile and myself, I mean, who are all based here, thinking that maybe we can make it work in the US. So I think we can start with some core group and then take things from there. I did not think that, I think it'll be challenging, but whatever thing we want to do, we can always do it. Yeah. Challenges.
Absolutely.
There you go, Cap.
Okay, we have taken serious note back here in Cameroon. We try our best, but if I have to look around Yaoundé here, those who are active, who are active? It's an evangelization. We continue with the evangelization process.
Yeah, you don't only have to look for those who are active. I think it's a chance to get also those who are not active to get active.
And Mr. Musi said something, and I think Dr. Ayukeba's answered, Colonel Ayukeba answered in part. There was an assignment given to me and Paul. Paul, do you remember?
Yeah.
About, because we all had already said we missed our brothers and sisters who are on the other group and who actually don't even know what is happening in this group. Because they did not quickly join and this group was formed, we thought we did this a little too quickly. We must, I would like you to give us that assignment again, Paul, if you don't mind. Let us get back on it. We're finding a subtle way to be able to get back to them and win their hearts so that we are all on one page. But we do not want to start floating financial documents that may frighten them, or we don't know how it will be taken, because you cannot have a say on what we are doing with the monies we are contributing if you are not part of the contribution. I think that is why we brought this group to the side. And it was a way of organizing ourselves so that we don't have to every time do spontaneous contributions. We're just trying to be organized. It doesn't mean that those who are here are those who have more money or are more elitist or more whatever than the others. It's just that these are the people who decided that they prefer to go with an organized platform. You understand? So what I'm thinking is we should be able to sell that language and be on that other forum and inform the other forum that there is a project that is going on. That forum remains the main forum, but this other forum is a forum of those who are interested in being part of some projects that we are trying to carry out. If we are going to have a reunion, we will let them also know the reunion now will have its own funds. There will be a contribution to be part of that because money will be spent for the AGM. Then we will float it there so that they can also be part of it. But what they will not be part of is nobody will be sick and money from this fund will be given to somebody who is not a contributing member.
Right.
So we see how to separate them.
Yeah, well said, Emilia. I think during our last meeting, we visited that point, not fully, but a good part of it. Because the idea, I think after our last meeting, the other group was opened up.
Okay.
And yeah, that group now contains all members, while the other group is now only those who have contributed or those who have their dues up to date or something like that. So the other group of about 200 members is now open to everyone.
And they don't know what's happening with us.
You are right. What we need to do is that we need to communicate with them so that they understand what is going on, because the group was just opened. And I remember somebody actually called me to find out why suddenly they are able to post messages when in the past they were not able to post messages. They were lost. They didn't understand what was happening.
I saw that.
So I believe that we need to up our communication so that they understand what's going on and they understand how they can contribute, how they can participate or become more active.
If I may,
we should not be naive. We should not be naive. We should not be naive. We are 200 and something, and now you have all the 98 for how many months, how many years? And you think that those people who are not registering don't know what they're doing? Nothing will change.
No, those who are not registering, don't know that others have registered. They don't know how many people have registered.
They don't know. How can you say that?
I think that we
no.
How do you say
that? Can I just say something? My president, I started something.
We're not orderly, eh?
Can I talk?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just saying hi because I'm at work now. Just saying hi and wishing all of us happy New Year.
Hello, hello.
I will get the beat and peace.
Hello,
Thank you
Martha.
so much.
Hello, Martha.
I love all the faces I've seen here. Hey, how are you?
Good.
All right. I just said I was going to hop in, say hi, and then hop back out, right out. So I'll get a rundown of everything that was done by anyone who is in the meeting. Thank you so much. God bless all of us.
We are recording the
Bye-bye.
meeting, so we are recording. So the recording will be posted in the official forum.
Okay, thank you so much. Hey, Rosa. All right.
As I was saying, we have come to a point where the truth must be spoken. We must have to say it. We should not focus so much out of us, because there are so many of us who are not really feeling okay. They will not tell you. Because any person wants to put up his or her personality. You see, we begin from social events. Whether you have or you don't have, we come together and we smile and we take pictures, we talk about ourselves, we understand. Like now that Mr. Tamphilip proposed that the chapters should be well developed. After some 3 months, we should be able to give statistics about what is happening in Bamenda, Bafoussam, Douala. We put it to be a regional affair. Let us know even in Garwa, Marwa, how many of us are and where are we. From there now, the other group that is 200 that is not with us does not mean that we don't recognize them. We have to integrate them and bring them. Because when they come with us and they see that some of us are contributing and they are not contributing, they'll be forced to. We should not make as if because they are not there, we are here. Simple meetings like this one every month will bring us together. Simple meetings, these Zoom meetings, every month will bring us together. And then
how many people attend the Zoom meeting? How many do you see?
No, but we have to keep on. The spirit has to be on.
Okay.
The spirit has to be on. It should be that if I miss this one, next one I'll be there.
Are you going to deny that? Yeah, now, the frequency of this meeting matters.
Yes. Now there are some small minute projects that are profit making. That some of our classmates who we trust and we know them can be assigned to take care. When we come tell us the profit, what they have made, and so on, it could be helping them, helping their families, and helping us generally. At the end, we see that a number of people have come together. We are happy, but only some are able to sustain projects. We move ahead with them. We move ahead with them. You see, because this is the end time. We are not still going to be
the end time.
We are not. Yes, you are here like this. This is the time when you should be preparing that I have saved the world, and anything can happen at any time. Yes.
Jesus.
Anything can happen at any time.
Speak for yourself. I'm not
You don't have to feel as if I still have to look for a job to have a salary. No.
Prophet Julius.
Yeah. 60 is the new 40.
Yeah. So I want to find out where is Akamangwa, where is Taco Johnson, where is Ngomorin, there are many people that we need to find out where they are. Where is Party Origin and so on. Some of them they are missing in action. We don't know what is happening.
They are part of the well. Party is a member of the forum. There are people that I've spoken to. They, let's
not keep the meetings going. People will be as they hear about going. Who saw me today who don't remember me. I've seen people that now I'm putting names and that's why I put my camera on today. So the more
singing Abba, you were singing Abba. We know you. You sang Abba very well with we admire the video you made with Abba. You see, it gives a lot of light to people. Oh, you're not the one.
Who is that? Me?
There were some 2 girls who were singing, interpreting Abba.
I'm sure it was me and Namundo Asongani sometime.
It was so great.
And younger.
It
You
was
see now,
Hmm?
and you
So
notice
I
that the
want to.
music was in your veins. That you had classmates who were musical.
You might, of course. I love it. So I just want to say that this meeting is a very important meeting because for a long time I've not been able to come together like this and we share.
You're right.
So we should say that every first Sunday of the month we have a Zoom meeting. Whether it's only 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 people.
No, sir, no, sir, no, sir, no, sir, no, sir.
That might be too much.
No, sir, no, sir.
We have family meetings, so.
Okay. It's not no, sir. You may not be there, but somebody will be there.
Well, you don't want to have just 2 or 3 people.
Well, you see, if we're able to do like a WhatsApp call, then you can just sit down and just dial the group and talk to everybody. But if you have to create a Zoom link, then that will be cumbersome every week.
Do we pay for this Zoom?
This Zoom costs me, I think, $18 every month. So right now I'm footing the bill for the Zoom.
Well, I know of another class family group that has their Zoom link. I don't know how it is hosted, but it's something we should pay for and have it. And they have a frequency of meetings. Bring in these ideas from best practices from other people.
Dr. Agbo, bring your bill to the forum.
Okay.
Also, we can do. I think WhatsApp has this possibility of having like several persons on a video conference call. We could also try that at some point.
And there are teams. There are other ones they call teams and all of that.
Who's that? I'm not. Let me see. Who just spoke?
That teams.
No,
that was
I mean, Teams is the same like Zoom. Teams is the same like Zoom.
Yes, Teams is the same like Zoom, so that's why I was suggesting WhatsApp. Yeah.
But when the number becomes many, can WhatsApp take it?
No, WhatsApp can take many if it's only voice, audio. But when you are video, WhatsApp cannot go to some limits. Yeah.
No, I think I tried.
The one that we can pay, the one we can pay for, we will pay.
So that we can see faces.
From our coffers. Then we have some regularity. You can say we have quarterly meetings every 3 months, every first Sunday of the 3rd month, every first Sunday of the 3rd month.
Yeah, that one is okay.
That would work.
The Zoom that we have surely can do all of that, and we can set it up every so often. Every so often we're able to do that. So I can set that up.
Okay, meeting in March, a meeting in June, another one in October or September, close in December.
Yeah. So I can set that up for a 3 month
I'm not sure
period.
what point we are on our agenda right now. We seem to have been
No, but it's moving. We are trying to find out how we can come together. It's moving.
It's moving. It's moving. Right now, we're looking at coming together.
Yeah, very important. Very important.
That is point number: membership engagement and upcoming initiative. So we're still on that.
Okay.
All right. So somebody was talking about the time period to get to around the 27th.
Yeah, we target for 27th, but it could be before.
Yeah, we're looking at tentative dates. It's nothing is fixing.
Yeah, looking at the Friday.
It is very clear that we shall have only 2 days. Very clear. You can make the 2 days 4 days by coming before and then extending the last days. But it is clear that you have 2 authentic days. If we are going to be somewhere in a hotel, we know that we have 2 nights to sleep. And if we do have only 1 night, it will just be a 1-day affair. So now we have a classmate who have shown too much interest in trying to come with us, Madame Helen. She invited me at her Moreland Resort. I went there and I observed the place. It was a nice place. And we can also promote her and make the place viral by our activities and make sure that at the end, she too can also reduce the cost and make sure that we are well accommodated. That one will start telling people the possibilities and so on. So those who are in Limbe, who have their houses in Limbe, can still come because we are coming together to be in a place like classmates. So we know that at least we need some nights and some days to reflect. So I don't think that we need to be pushing it before December or after. Those 2 days, when these 2 days are well calculated, everything will go.
Wait, you cancel it out because you say you don't need to do it before December or after. So what are you talking about?
Makes a difference.
All right, Mr. Philip, it's over to you. I think we need to hone in on a date.
Yeah, I
don't
think
see any other proposal other than that weekend, the 27th, where I think Friday, is that Friday 27th? Is that Friday or Saturday? That looks like the only proposal that's on the floor, and probably we just adopt that and start working on it.
All the analysis. Yes, from all the analysis, we should maintain December, that 27th or 28th, so that people spend December 25th with their family.
So,
and then 27, 28, we
I think
can
if
be
I have
together
to
in
say
the now
something,
as it
27 is a Saturday.
Yeah, so we can say
28 is a Sunday. So better we start Friday evening, and
26
is Saturday, and Sunday people go.
Okay, so 26th of December then.
No,
yes,
we can do
Friday.
26 people were traveling from where they have spent Christmas with their families. If somebody spent Christmas with the family, he can only move to Limbe on the 26th. So we just have to maintain 27 and 28. It's nothing that will always be challenges. We just overcome.
I'm sure that we have a pastor among us. So we can also have a church service where we are.
Before
Julius,
now meeting for pastor today, eh?
Hey, Colonel.
We can always arrange that.
Hey,
if
Colonel. So
if we're ready now on Sunday, we can arrange for church service.
Okay, because
people are assuming that everybody in the group is a Christian.
That's
no for formality. For formality, you can become a tourist.
Rosie, that's a good one.
Please, can we just end this point and agree that we are going to have our AGM on the 27th, Saturday the 27th, and maybe round up on Sunday the 28th. Yes. But meanwhile, we are encouraging the different chapters to meet, to create occasions to meet. Maybe if somebody has an occasion, and they could just post the information on our WhatsApp group, so that the people who are around there could come, and maybe it could become the beginning of zonal meetings or chapter meetings. All right. That said, I propose that we move to the next item on the agenda, which is the open floor for member feedback and other suggestions.
No, just 1 minute. One last suggestion, please. These are festive periods. I think we'll have to address an official letter to Madam Shewa, so that she starts making that provisions from now, so that people don't book on those days. December is usually full. So I propose that the president,
that was just
a letter to her. We're proposing to their premises. Yes.
It make good price for custodian then.
And I think that premises will be good. It's not far from. Yes. She should be sent a letter so that she should know.
Colonel. I'm not very comfortable with that, because I'm not sure that we are very sure that we are going to have this meeting on those days. This looks like a proposal that we're going to work on. And
that's right.
I'm afraid that we should not make somebody who is in business keep a place, and then we're like, no, we're not sure we can do it. I don't know whether at this place we think that we want to talk to her. I'm just trying to be
no. What happens is this: the way I've been there, the way I've observed that environment, there is the possibility that all the rooms there will be short. If we are many, those rooms will not accommodate us. So there's the possibility that we will try to live like we're living in Bambly. You may have the girls' dormitories and the boys' dormitory. Yes, there's no problem. But
some of us may not want to be there. Some of us may have you want to be in. Let it be open.
It should be open. Yeah.
She can tell us how many rooms she has.
I'm not saying that if there are only 20 rooms there, everybody should take one room, and then if we have 50, 30 people will be stranded. No. I'm looking at the possibility of enjoying the few times that we are there. Some may have their one room. Some may decide to be like that, because there, I'm not sure that if we have 50, we'll be able to be accommodated in each room, because there are not up to 50 rooms there.
Then we'll put that one out.
So, but we are trying to promote. We are trying to promote.
We have other things to clear before we get to that one.
I think what we need to do now is to just identify that on the 27th, 28th will be in Cameroon.
Yes, that's what we need to do now. All those details will
details will come later on.
Yeah. Yes, that's
but
it.
But we should put in our mind that at least if the worst come to the worst, we'll be there.
All right. Yes, go ahead.
Are you a shareholder?
The point is that the making.
No,
honestly,
it's a nice place. I've been in Limbe. I'm a musician.
It's a nice place.
That place is a place where when you go there, you observe my clips. The small motions that I took there, you understand the environment.
Musi.
She may even improvise and make other things available.
In the end, we may not be able to advance. At this rate, we will not be able to advance. We cannot spend all the time talking about engagement and talk about more land. We have to advance. Let's go to the next point. If there are
Let's go to the next point. Some of us, we usually go to bed at 10 o'clock.
Please, of course, please. If
let's go to the next point.
Other things for us.
Let's go to
the next point.
Other than that.
Yes, we are already in the next point.
Please, can I be the one running this meeting, please? Okay, we are now on the next point, which is that if you have other suggestions different from the ones we have been talking about membership engagement and the upcoming AGM that we're talking about, other suggestions. Are there any suggestions? Who wants to take the floor?
Yes.
To make other suggestions?
Mr. Tam, did you receive my suggestions?
I am suggesting that if we are coming there,
Mr. Alphonse, the floor has been given to Mr. Alphonse.
Yeah, I sent my suggestions to Mr. Tam.
What is it? Say, we need to hear it.
Should I? Okay. Because when this meeting was signaled that we'll have a meeting in a week's time, and we did plead to those who are posting that we should pay more attention to and prepare for the meeting. Those same people are just sending posters there, which they keep on filling one's phone, which are not all that relevant to the group. So we should at least let them watch against that.
Yeah.
And the second worry. The second worry is that when I looked at the bank statement that was annexed to the audit report, I discovered that the Afriland Bank too is still cutting charges for us operating an account there, and that's what drove us from BSEC. So there's a little bit of worry there, but I'll go to the branch office here and try to iron out and give the feedback to the president.
But do banks work for free?
No, but
we know that for savings account, Instead, you're supposed to be giving some small interest because they're using your money. They're using your money for business.
We were giving assurances that they will not cut charges. That is why we went to that bank. I'm sure
Yes,
those
so
who
that
did the preliminary
they fool you people to come there.
But who was sent there to organize? Who was sent there to organize our registration? Who gave the idea that we should go to Africa?
Kalame can tell us that story. The team in Menda was doing studies to which bank we should put there.
Yeah, we went to I think Bisek was not operating a savings account for a group.
And so I was surprised.
But
local charges.
Every land accepted. And now we're fallen victim again.
Come on, enter there.
The next suggestion concerns our group administrators.
Hello.
I got to look at the group. Group administrators. I discovered that we have 5 group administrators. And it's so gender biased because we have 4 males and only 1 female. So can we try to normalize it?
The WhatsApp group. That's correct.
What about the WhatsApp group?
Don't bring a problem with that.
Yeah, nobody has complained.
Yeah, they are complaining. The ladies are complaining.
I mean, that never came to my attention.
Is it talking about administrators of the WhatsApp group or
administrators
executive bureau
of the WhatsApp group?
Well, that can be corrected. I don't know. It shouldn't be a big deal.
Yeah, just make all the ladies administrators.
Yeah.
No, kick out the men.
Yes, sir.
We really
Make all the ladies
need more
and kick out the
administrators
men.
so that one administrator you should not overload your phone with numbers because the group is growing.
Yes. I'll make more.
So add the female administrators now. You can add 2.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Emilia is not one.
Emilia is one.
Rosalie is not one.
Rosalie will be one shortly. Cecilia will be one shortly too.
No, please, no. Please don't put me.
You're already
Why
there.
not?
No. Honestly, don't put me.
Okay, it's clear.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, I think I'm through with my suggestions.
Okay.
Hello.
For the suggestion for postings in the forum to be moderated, I think that we could moderate it only when there's some big issue that we're discussing. Like if we're discussing this AGM on the WhatsApp group, we could actually ask that people should not post irrelevant things on the forum for that period. But I think that the jokes that people are sharing on the WhatsApp group also have to keep the WhatsApp group lively and active. So until we have some major thing that we're discussing on the WhatsApp forum, it may not be necessary for us to be asking people not to post their jokes.
And there is a way of pinning and important information at the top. There's the way you ping it in a way that anybody comes is always hanging at the top and signaling.
Yes. We could also pin important messages at the top. Yes, we will do that. For the administrators, Dr. Abbas already said that he's going to try to balance up the gender. And for the bank statement, the bank charges, there's nothing we can do about it. Bank charge for running a savings account. I think we have addressed all the suggestions of Mr. Ngalame. Who else has something for us to discuss?
We should not forget that we skipped an important point on the agenda. I think we're waiting for the auditor. Now that he's not here, are we gonna skip that point, or are we gonna deal with it? Pardon?
Hello.
Is the auditor already with us? I cannot see those who are in attendance.
No, we can go on with the discussion.
No, but I think we can discuss.
The audit
we have the
report
report.
has
We
been
have the
sent to us.
conclusion.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah,
Can anyone
he's
get me
not.
now? Can anyone get me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I've been struggling for too long, and unfortunately, nobody has been hearing me.
Somebody needs to mute their background.
Who is talking there?
There's a lot of.
You can talk now.
That is Lena. Lena follows phone.
Can you hear Polycarp?
What's happening?
Hello.
Mute yourself, please. There's background noise.
Okay.
If you're not talking, you mute yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, I should.
What's happening? Nobody gets
So
me.
I was suggesting that we tackle the audit report, even if the auditor is not present. He's presented the report with his recommendations.
I have one thing to say, please. Before we start this issue of contributions, some people did not finish last year. And have they paid, or are they going to pay, or will just jump into new 30,000 without paying the old debts?
Well, when they pay, we're going to use that money to fulfill their back debt. So they cannot pay for 2025 when they are still owing for 2024.
Okay.
I have a suggestion.
Yes, ma'am.
I think our leadership should have instruments in place to send reminders, individual reminders. If you can prepare a document that you would always update, just forward to either to the people, or from time to time, periodically, post the situation. I think we have a spreadsheet which shows 2023, 2024. We have come to 2025, and we have started that habit of just putting those who have paid for 2025. Just include it. So when somebody looks at a glance, you can see that member number 1 has paid for 2023, 2024, 2025. The gaps will be there for everybody to see. And that makes a statement. If we have some periodicity of posting our documents, if it is monthly, flash it and you pin it. They pin it, and people are able to see that I cannot jump to go and pay 2025 when I not pay 2024.
Right.
Correct.
Do that. It's a subtle message you are passing. That is more important than even the jokes. If every time and again it is put and updated when more data has been put in, it helps people to see, number one, and nothing stops them from having a little reminder slot that people now know that I, Emilia, can receive that. Dear Emilia, you are back your dues, you have the following to pay. When I receive that personally in my WhatsApp to me from the bureau, it makes me think of something. Some people just forget. They just forget in the busy and all of that. So if I receive that and then it is posted, it's an added thing that I was called out. You call out privately to a WhatsApp message. My little contribution.
Thank you. Thank you, Emilia. I think that we'll just adopt those proposals, and it is for the financial secretary, Mr. Galame Alphonse, to act on them. So two things you said there, posting the spreadsheet periodically and pinning the message, and then sending individual reminders to people about their debt situation. Please, Alphonse, take note of that and start implementing. I don't think that we need to debate on that.
For example, every 31st you post, every 31st, every end of the month, it is posted and people know their situation.
I think we should be careful regarding amounts owed. Let's take an example of somebody who has not contributed in 2023, 2024, and he comes and contributes for 2025. Do we
go.
say that they have to pay for
Send
those
a
2
text
years?
to your mother to send the email. If you can join the Zoom
Logically,
thing, fine.
yes.
If you can't, you
If
come
we are
back
doing
and
it
meet
that
me.
way, then we're really making it
Where
difficult
would you
to
attend the
recruit
meeting?
new members.
Hopefully, the room is
It will
tidy,
become
right?
very difficult to recruit new members.
I would suggest
We
that we started with a high price and we decided to bring the price down because we wanted every person to participate. And now that we are seeing that people are still slow in contributing,
Oh God.
we have to devise a mechanism where if they are interested in the socials and those who think that they could be contributing and carrying out projects, they advance. And then when something happens in a way, we look at somebody's record and know how to tackle it. Because if we keep on saying that you must do this, some people will run, as the president said. Some people will just say, no, that thing is like that. I'm not there. So let us accept now that in December, we are contributing 200,000 francs each before December for this AGM. And we start now putting that fund aside and people start building their money. It's not when it will be 2 months to time. They say, okay, we are meeting and then is this amount. You may be surprised that many people will come. Many people will opt to come. At the end, you have few people.
No, we're talking about the past debts. I think those who have not, those who have never registered, we take them as members from when they register. If they register now, they become effective or official members as from now. But if somebody registered in 2022 and did not register in 23, 24, in that case, we consider it as a debt. Because if he had something unfortunate, we are bound by our constitution to have assisted him. Because
no. If they
part
didn't
of
pay
us.
in 2024,
So he has to pay.
If they didn't pay in 2024, we are not bound to assist them.
Yes. You must be continuous and active.
No, if he had paid 2023.
Yes. And didn't pay 2024.
What happened in 2024? Would have been bound to do something.
No, they
He
are
would
not
have been
covered.
bound to do something. But something did not happen to him. Yes, since something did not happen to him, and he wants to come and pay now, he has to pay his 2024. Because if something happened to him, he would not have stayed alone. Would have gone into arguments, and some people would have said he paid in 2024. Why can we not? Why? So, if you have started paying, you are a member. Every year that you skip, we consider it as a debt. But if you have never ever paid or never entered, we consider you from the year that you enter. Because if anything happened to you prior to that, would have been alone, would not have done anything to you. That is the way I look at it.
If can I say something?
Yes, Mom.
You see, we call the money we pay registration. Normally, we have sinking fund, which is different, and the other one is for project. So it's like when you start at a certain time, you are building. If anybody comes in late, they may need to build up. If we say we take our 30,000 per year and say 10,000 is what we put standard, it's a different spreadsheet which we use to run if somebody is sick, if somebody is dead, and the other 20 is put as your contributions that you are putting over time. If somebody comes in now to be able to have the same things that I'm having, they will pay the 22 of the past. It could be built. It's just a suggestion. It could be shares.
You are very correct, madam.
So if we have the 10,000, which is like what they call in traditional meeting trouble fund, this trouble fund is that if I'm sick tomorrow, if something happens to me, that one is building up. It is from that we take the envelope to visit the sick or the dead because the amounts are not many. And then we now know, because this is a division now in a spreadsheet which the audit people can help us do realize in our different budget heads. And this other 20,000 is money we are accumulating. So that maybe by the time they are going to, how they call it, to Limbe or to wherever for our AGM, if we decide that we are all going to contribute 100,000, and they say, okay, in our coffers, everybody already has 40,000. The rest people have paid, they are paying 60. Then the following year again, we build up. We don't just want to be putting that money in the bank to stay there, but it's money that will be used and put back. A kind of revolving fund. We can replenish.
You are very correct. Because if somebody has given money and you are not coming, you use part of their money, you are forced to come. Yes.
No. Or somebody receives a percentage of what they have brought in.
Yesterday, if you don't draw, why?
Are you Keba? You did sorry for background. Vogada don't do how. Pa, are you Keba?
Sorry, now some with Papa with the community today. They say motor don't jam me, don't die.
Hey.
The reckless driving in this country. Oh my God. His name is
bad news.
His name is
Colonel.
Pa Benagbo. Is your namesake? May so rest in peace. Yeah, very active in the meeting. Yeah.
I don't drink it last minute.
He's a crier of the Nyankpe group.
Oh yeah.
Moto Jami were common meeting.
Nyankwe no heavy.
Okay. No, Nyankwe no happy. Maybe don't time. I don't know. Very interesting man. Oh my God, to get is very rare. Oh my God.
Right. So
okay, let's
we lost Mr. Philip.
Thanks.
Okay. So any other contributions, idea contributions, initiative?
Let's discuss the audit report.
Yes.
No, excuse me. Excuse me. Have you people arranged that the payment for this end of March can be shifted to probably June?
You mean the payment of dues?
Yes.
It should be shifted to April.
Yeah, it's good to give some time because the money is being dumped in the bank and the bank is cutting the money. So give us time to find the money and pay.
So from what I understand, one other idea was that we should wait towards the end of March, and from there we'll see how things are going. Then we'll make a decision to extend.
Okay.
March just open up.
Okay.
All right. With that note, we'll encourage everybody to go ahead and update their membership. Now, in terms of the audit report, I wish Mr. Henry was here. I did not pull out a copy of the report to share it. Let me see.
You shared it already. You shared it to the group already.
Okay. Well, to look at it and discuss it. Let me see.
I think the takeaway from the report is the shortfall of now 500 and just over 500,000 francs.
Go and click on it.
Yeah. So I know well, first of all, I want to officially thank Mr. Henry and his team for doing such a wonderful job. This was free of charge. He didn't charge us. And there were some great proposals in the report, which we intend on following through with those proposals. One of them is that we should have alternative persons to run the meetings to give people a chance to leadership and just to. So that's why we have Mr. Philip Tam today to run the meeting. So we started implementing. The main reason for the audit was the shortfall of our balance, and Mr. Bilal has made strides to put the money back. Initially was, I think, 700,000, which he advanced 200,000, and the balance now is 500. And he is he's working on it to try to come up with the balance within the shortest possible time. What we came up with him was to give us a check, an open check, that will hold like a guarantee for those funds to come back in. So we're not, you know, I think we are.
You see?
Who is talking in the background, please? Sister Roslyn. So we're working on that. Thank Mr. Bilal for advancing the 200,000 and making provisions to pay the rest. So we'll go with that. Let me see what other was discussed in the report. Let me see. Sorry, guys, I'm just scrolling through. I was expecting Mr. Henry to be here. I talked about getting a face-to-face meeting, which we've been discussing earlier. So the face-to-face meeting would help advance the ourselves as members of this association. It would be a nice thing to increase membership and to put some meaning into our get together. And also projects here, I know you identified that we've not really done projects, which is what we knew, and we're talking about the projects now. So we are going to, one of the main items of that face-to-face will be projects, discussing projects and implementation, except the general meeting comes up with some micro projects, or like it was suggested, I will find out the principal's phone number, call him, and see what kind of projects he wants us to help out with. So initially we talked about the General Assembly as a location where we discuss a major project for the school. But before that, I'll make contact with the principal. And let me see. Obviously, he in his report he identified the fact that membership dues have been reducing from a peak of 2023 to 2025. So that we have to make strides in increasing membership. And some ideas have been advanced on how to increase membership. So we'll try to walk through that, which includes calling members and talking about the membership, and also sending reminders to those who have not paid to try to pay their membership dues. So we are all in this together. Please don't let it only to the leadership to increase membership. We know it's a stressful time period, and some people are very busy. So if we have time, reach out to those who have not registered so they can register. I think myself, I was able to get about 3 people to register last time. And I found out, they thanked me for that, saying that they had been very busy and they forgot about it. So I think let's help our classmates, remind them of our obligations as members of this class to pay their dues and even to attend meetings. So, sometimes when you come to a meeting, make 1 or 2 calls to try to remind our friends to come in to participate with us. Let me see. I'm just going down.
Page 17.
Page 17. Let me see. Okay.
There are some payments which are pending to members.
Okay. Yes, some dues are pending to members. I know Mr. Musi, he had the birth of a child. We still owe him 50,000. Mr. Dr. Sonny, we owe him 50,000 for his wedding. And but we know about this, and I told Mr. Julius that when he's having his born house, we're going to advance that 50,000. I think he's already planned a born house. So we need to talk to the financial secretary to advance the 50,000 to him. Then Dr. Ayuk, he's already directed us to send the money to a charity organization. I don't know which one he's thinking about, but if you guys think of any charity organization that the money can be donated to, then let us know.
Yeah, I'm suggesting
we can get any orphanage.
Yeah, well, I'm suggesting that we'll try to sensitize our classmates in Bamenda, even Babusam or around, and we look for an orphanage in Bamenda here, and we come together and we see how we could recognize ourselves there. Even if the journalists have to make some small noise about it, that's the beginning for people to know that we exist. And I also try to see what I do, my born house, which is taking place at the end of this month, to see that the chapter for Bamenda and the other people who have not been discovered, where they can come and they register there and they start. And we start
with you. Julius already fixed date for born house.
Master, I go marry young girl. That means me I go some marry me after we I say I'm saying so, Master. Cameroon be the yeah, you plan Cameroon plan. You plan this economic crisis coming. You want to go this side, Corona. You want to go this side. I just say no. We musicians will get some time when we check. Say we get to vibrate before we land. But I say I'm saying
congratulations.
Yes.
Then also, from what I understand, is that I think the transportation for Mr. For Mr. Ngalame has not been reimbursed. So let's look at that and see if that needs to. The report says Mr. Bila should send him 20,000. I don't think it should be from Mr. Bila, except he gave it to Mr. Bila and it did not go into the coffers. But if it went into the coffers, then the association will need to give that money to Mr. Ngalame. So, Mr. Ngalame, you are the one that is due the transportation money, right?
Yeah, the 20,000 transportation allowance, and it has been taken into consideration as expenses.
Okay.
Yes, it has already been taken as expenses. So it is that Bila was supposed to give me that money from his pocket.
Okay, it's taken as expenses.
And it's overdue. It's more than a year now.
Okay. Okay. All right. We'll work that and with
This guy don't kill me, I swear.
All right. So please don't let me forget about that.
I want to find out from Samusi.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I'm disbursing your due, should I deduct what you're owing?
No, I'm not owing anything.
You're owing 10,000. You have not completed your 2024.
No, of course. You don't give somebody money when he's owing, you deduct.
Yeah, you don't give anybody when it's owing.
Let me talk. They're talking to me. Let me talk. Somebody suggested that every end of month they should give a statement of account. Because I asked Mr. Bila, and I look at what was published last time in the forum. I saw that I was not owing anything. Go back and look.
No, it is there.
And somebody
there,
made a very important
page 8 of the audit report. Samusi is number 64. You paid for 2023 20,000, 2024 20,000, giving a total of 40,000, and it's written there you are owing 10,000.
There's no problem, but this time we should be very, very, very confident how we put in money, how we raise that money, because sometimes we just pay these things and we don't remember.
You don't take some.
No, but when you pay money and it's being posted, and you should go through and see what amount is put against your name.
When you start going through, it means that things are hard on your side. But sometimes when you just allow people to do things smoothly, they should inform you. They should inform you that, look, this is your situation.
Okay.
I have a contribution. Please, I have a contribution.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I heard the president thank our brother, Mr. Kiven, for the work done. I hope I'm not being too official and pedantic, but we are running an organization. I don't know if it is not possible for a letter to be written to him, because this is job we would have paid a lot of money. And there's a lot of expertise in this house. We have engineers, we have so many different people who may opt to do things for us that we would have paid for. That a little thank you is designed and given to him from the association, signed by the president.
Correct,
That's
Senior
correct.
Okay,
Correct,
well
Senior.
taken.
Correct.
Thank
Another
you.
question. I just heard, I don't know, that will come later on. I heard that Mr. Francis was operated upon. Come to?
Yes.
Okay.
I just talked to him today, and he was resting from the hospital.
Okay. So I hope we'll look at the situation if he do something, but the president can greet him on all of our behalf. We shall greet him individually too.
Yeah. So I'll discuss with the leadership and see what we can do.
Is it what we can do or what we should do? I think
what
those
we
things
should
are
do.
written.
Yeah, Ms. Angalame can tell us what the Constitution says. In a case like that.
And we should remember, my dear brothers, we should remember, because I think we have, in the kind of illnesses they are, it's true when we hear surgery, we know it is severe, but there is surgery and there's surgery. There can be a surgical procedure, which may not be surgery. It could still be whatever it is. I know the first part is that we should empathize, the whatever. Then we look in our books and see what qualifies as the kind of thing, what we should do for whatever. I'm not by this saying that I don't even know what the surgery is about, but I know that when we hear the word surgery, there's surgical procedures. Like I have my lipoma taken out one day, I get into a doctor's office and I'm out by the afternoon. It's a procedure. It's just taking out something. It's surgery. But there's surgery that is really so evasive that tantamount to. And these people should report it to. Because I think we only know this because we are having a meeting and he is not able to attend. He just came out of hospital. The message he sent in the group. Let us also take time to inform or get somebody to inform the group officially, because I would weigh the illness that I would tell the group to know that it's I expect something to be known, or just for information.
I had called him about a week or two ago to send him on a mission. That's when he told me he was sick. So I don't know. I didn't know the details of the sick, but he told me that he was sick, and I think he told me about upcoming surgery, I believe.
Okay, and privacy too in illness is not everything they want to tell details.
Right.
So we take it that surgery is serious enough. But I was just said, I have not read my books well about illness and certain things. We have to all be abreast with it.
Yeah. Mr. Philip, we're discussing the audit report now, just looking at the recommendations.
Yeah.
Maybe I will. I don't know if you people can give me some few minutes to say something.
I have the floor, Bilal. I said that I'm not able to really make a comment about the report, since I was expecting the auditor himself to talk about it. But I'm very thankful for the work that he did, and especially the suggestion that he made for us going forward, which has been implemented, but some of which have been implemented in this meeting. We have been moderating this meeting, two of us. Unfortunately, the network has not permitted me to moderate the meeting properly from here. But that's a proposal that the auditor made to us, and I'm agreeing with the suggestion that he should be officially appreciated for what he did with a letter, if not something more. Okay. Now I can hand over the floor to Bila, who wanted to say something.
Yeah, good evening once more.
Good evening.
Yeah, in fact, when this association came in, I'm one of those persons who has sacrificed to see that it functions. And I've sacrificed until I've sacrificed myself. For the payments that are done, we saw that it was a registered any person or a published results payments immediately each person paid. So the first person on my list was the first person who paid, and the last person on the list was the last person who paid, meaning that I had accounted for everybody who had paid, and meaning that if I had had any intention of keeping some monies, I should have not registered everybody. That was my good faith. Secondly, I remember the first contributions we did. That was for late Mr. Christopher, Tita Christopher. Those of us who were in Bamenda unanimously accepted that some money should be used to buy a present for one of us, that was Father Benson, who was promoted, and that deal fell out on me, and I carried the whole load on my head. What has happened with this money that is short, or that they claim I've embezzled? I want to say here that this money, I've not used it in any way. This money, I was taken at gunpoint, and this money taken from me. The amount of money that was taken from me was 728,000. 570,000 was association money that was paid during that weekend, because it was a period that they came out that June was the last period for monies to be paid. So it was not possible for me to take it to the bank. I was planning to take it to the bank on Tuesday, but they took me on Sunday at gunpoint and took the money, 570 from my phone, and 150,000 francs that were sent by somebody to give the mother. They even took me and were going around. I had to bribe them before they allowed me. So I have not used this money to do anything. But then I wanted to be quiet, to get different money and put it inside. How was I supposed to get this money? I've been doing some small contracts with some councils that the money is still pending. I should just get this money and quietly put it inside. Unfortunately, this money is delaying. I'm not saying that I will not pay this money. I'm saying that that is what happened to me. And as I've said, I've sacrificed a lot for the group, but I finally sacrificed myself. Yeah, the money, immediately my people of the council finish with my bill, I'm going to pay it. I'm not saying that I will not pay, but I did not use this money. I was taken at one point, and this money was taken from me, from my phone. When those guys take you, the first thing is you show them how you unlock your phone. The second thing, you give your code. And that is what happened to me. But I am not saying that I will not pay this money. Immediately they clear off my bill with the council, I'm going to clear up that bill. That is my position. For Mr. Campto Francis, I visited him when the president sent me to him, and he had surgery on his lumbar column, and it is a very long, I saw a very long plaster there. Very long plaster. Then the other day to amend Mr. Ben Fobozoe that we assisted to. In fact, that man almost went. If you see him, he is not really what he is. He used to look like. You really saw that he missed death. He's still very pale and fragile. So he's getting better. That's what I had to say.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes, please. Thank you for this explanation, which you are giving us information which you did not give at the beginning. Except that my memory fails me for the first point about the money. I don't know whether you are the one saying that you embezzled the money or somebody really said that you embezzled the money. What the report said was that there was a shortage. The amount of money on paper which the association was supposed to get from you was different from what you paid into the bank. And when this issue came up in the leadership group, you did not say anything about being taken at gunpoint. You said that you were doing a contract for the council and spent the money when the council did not pay you back in time for you to restitute the money.
When they're talking, I didn't cut you. Let me finish and then you can come in. Sorry. That's what he said. Yes, that's what he said to the leadership group and the members of the leadership group attending this meeting. If that's not what he said, they'll be able to correct me. So now you are not saying that it is because you were taken at gunpoint. I wish that you had told us this at the very beginning. And that aside, even if you're taken at gunpoint, that is not the reason why an association will leave their 800,000 francs with you. Anybody who is based in Bamenda can be able to say what you have said, that they're taken at gunpoint. And they actually take people at gunpoint. And it is also possible for a person to say that he was taken at a gunpoint when he was not. It would have been good for you to say this story from the very beginning, instead of saying that you used the money for a contract and then they didn't pay the contract in time. Then later on, you give the detail of how you were taken at the gunpoint. However, we appreciate the fact that you have started paying, and we are hoping that the council will pay the contract that you made so that you can be able to clear this debt. In fact, the contributions, the membership dues that people are supposed to pay is slow, and it is not unconnected to the fact that part of the money of the association is with you for whatever reason. So please, it will be good for you to try to clear that money so that you don't continue to sacrifice yourself for the association. It is a group thing, and nobody should sacrifice themselves. We should sacrifice our own money. Nobody should sacrifice himself. We're very sorry for that. I don't know whether Dr. Agbo has a comment to make about this, because he was in that meeting when he presented about that meeting in which Mr. Bila said that he used the money for a contract. The story about being taken at gunpoint is coming today. Mr. Dr. Agbo, please, if you can remember, can you clarify this point?
I think where it started today.
Conclude, President.
Yes.
Just talk. You can conclude. I beg your pardon. To respect hierarchy, let me talk. You conclude.
Go ahead.
Well, I don't know who was the previous speaker. I think it was Mr. Galame.
No, that was Mr. Philip Tam.
Philip, I presume. Okay. Now, we want to thank Mr. Tam Philip, Mr. Bila, for all the efforts that he has put. Each and every one of us has put an effort or some effort for us to be where we are today. And we thank every one person, and we continue. As I said, it's an evangelization process. We have to still continue. Mr. Bila, you cannot come here now and tell us a different story. With all due respect, as Tam said, the leaders, that's not what you told us. You told us that you have used this money to do some supplies, and your payments are not coming from. And I even advise you that we're all civil servants or retirees. This money is less than $1 million. You can get a school fee loan for less than $1 million in 2 days' time from your bank and pay back this money. So we are really, really flabbergasted with this story of you've been taken by armed men. You didn't inform us. Do you have a police report? Did you report to the police that you were taken by armed men in such a place so that you can bring that report to justify what you're saying? Please, to be very serious, try and reimburse this money. Let us put this problem behind us. That's just what I wanted to say. Everybody keeping public money, you are responsible for that money. Don't go and keep the money where Ambangis will come and hijack you, will lay you and collect the money, and people who contributed that money will not hear that type of story. So we just pray that you continue with this goodwill effort that you have started, and you go further and further so that we have clean records. That's just what I wanted to say with respect to what Mr. Bila has said.
Welcome, bad debt.
All right. Any more comments before I say something?
Yes,
Can I say something again?
Who is that, please?
Let me say something before Mr. Bila will land, because normally from the start, I was supposed to undertake this collection and bank system with Mr. Bila. But with time, I saw other people were being brought to do the job, so I didn't want to say anything. And we started with Bisek. I met with Bila there, and we went there, and they told us the documents to do. We're moving around trying to do these documents. Then I left for a concert in Limbe. And when I came back, I just discovered that Mr. Alphonse is now operating with Mr. Bila. I didn't say anything. It was a choice of the hierarchy. Now, when this money has been collected, the important thing I have to say here is that this particular group is special. I mean, the coordination group is special from this one. It's the one that we are there to see what we do, the executive group. Whatever mistake that happens there remains inside the executive. Because maybe people are reluctant to pay because they have heard that money is short and so on. And Mr. Bila will still continue to collect the money because the 500,000 check that is being demanded should be done as for security. And if it is possible for him to take the loan as fast as possible, you take the loan and wash up any other kind of discussion that will arise after this, such that we tell people that you continue to give money to Bila, so that they know that we have confidence in our financial operations. Okay. When finances start having doubts, many people have a lot of excuses to put through. That is what I'm trying to say.
I don't know if I can have the floor for the president. I don't know if Mr. Musi says we should continue, but if there's a mistake and something like that, while we are really treating it like a family matter in the way I see us treating it, I think even it's not like passing a vote of no confidence or whatever, but I don't think we should continue giving Mr. Bila money while we are asking him for our money. His story that he has told here, I feel for him in the sense that he is in a situation where he's not himself and he's not saying the truth, because he and I have talked about this, and this story of being at gunpoint in Sabila, is a new story. We have it even in writing. I'm sorry that you have to say that, but sometimes when somebody is in a kind of place, he tries to save himself, and I know we are trying not to put you in a very uncomfortable situation while trying to build the relationship we have, but have our money back. If you can have the school fees loan, please try to have it. But I would not, in my own opinion, if money is going to Mr. Ngalame now, it should continue going, because as of now, people will still fear that if they give it, if you are talking of armed robber and you told me something else, it wasn't armed robber. Whatever you told the leadership is a true story. Not out of fear, but I just say that anybody can make a mistake. To err is human. Forgive divine. We're just trying to get the money so that our association continues. It was a mistake. When money stays in somebody's hand for too long, we didn't have where to bank it and all of that. Human nature, anything could have happened. Let's close our eyes to that while you in good faith bring the money. But let's not have you tell us this story of armed robber and so on. Because I had a conversation with you and I know what we had, and we have it in writing. You cannot go back now. If something happened to you, we should have been concerned because they could have killed you. You should have come back to us and my brothers and my sisters. See me wahala. We didn't hear that. Everything has been going on until then. This day, instead of just leaving it as you have already handled it, you bring this other story. It worries me. I'll have a
However,
different
I
point. I'll have a different point.
started by saying that I stayed quiet because of what the first incident that happened between what I collected during Christopher's funeral. But I have said I'm going to pay that money. It's unfortunate that I even wanted to stay quiet and come up with the money, but I just decided to give this version so that you people should know what I'm going through. I'm having sleepless nights on trying to give sacrifices. However, I am working towards paying the money. Thank you.
Okay, bro.
All right. I think we yeah.
Hello?
Who is it?
Yeah, it's this is Charles. Well, it was really nice, catching up with you guys, but unfortunately I'll have to leave. I have an early morning, early start in the morning, so I have to retire. So I encourage every one to you see how we can rally our the friends in the neighborhood. Just once in a while you have something, invite them over, and that's how we build a we keep networking and keep
I don't put something that I don't know.
Yeah, we'll keep the synergy and the building up a more powerful association. So that said, good night, and it was nice having you guys, and hope to catch up with you again.
All right, thank you, and thanks
Shallow.
Yes.
Thanks for participating.
Yes,
so,
Shallow, you be finally recognized on me.
Yes, of course
nice
I did.
to see
of
you.
course, why not? Yeah, you take care.
You be recognized because I know you be the accent who they talk, so you know recognize the person in voice.
Mr. President, I think that your logo will be available. And if possible, the stamp. If you have come, you inform us the logo and the stamp and the letterhead to build our legacy. You make it known to us so that we all accept and we see how we move forward. And
have you finished?
Yeah, finished. I will post it to you.
Okay, please, thanks.
President was going to say.
All right, so first of all, I want to thank Mr. Bilar for the work he has been doing collecting funds. Just as he said, the records have been kept. He's been keeping good records. Unfortunately, we had that glitch. Now, the good records, we expect you to, once you get an assignment, we expect you to carry out the assignment successfully. So you did that. Also, when there's a glitch, expect some complaints or some slap on the wrist from members. So we've done what we've done right now to have Mr. Ngalame continue with the collection of funds to allow Mr. Bilar time to get the funds, the balance of the funds into the account. So we don't want to crowd his mind. So we want him to focus on getting that. So nobody has said he's embezzled funds or anything, but the fact that the funds are short, we just want him to focus on bringing the money while Mr. Ngalame continues with the collection of the funds. So we'll move forward. I don't see. Let me see any other recommendation that was made in the report. I think that should be it. Did I miss anything? Anybody see that?
Yeah, can always come back. I want to end up by saying that I made a song called School Life. It's pulling waves. It's growing further and further. Just go to YouTube, type GM of Africa School Life. I called the name of Cass Bambly. They are selected from free schools and I made it known that we exist. But before December, I'm thinking to see how we are growing. If we are really growing the way I want, I'm going to pull out a nice Makosa for class 80 special, and I want to acknowledge that there are certain people like Akamangwa. There are certain people that I really want to get them. Taco Johnson, my old friend, I've never seen him. Eric Atta. There are a lot of people that I really want to get them because they make me think of the past. They make me time travel. So that's it. We are very, very, very fortunate, nice Mercury group, and we should be able to make the world know that that group was special.
Okay. Thank you. That's a good song, by the way.
Thank you.
Maybe
I was going to add something, Doctor, because I thought you were to finish on that audit before we say any other business. I saw Mr. Musi already got to it. Are we there?
Yes.
Have you finished with the audit report?
We are done with the audit report, so we can move on to matters arising.
Okay. No. Okay, not matters arising. Ma'am, any other business? I think
any other business? Yes.
Okay. It is actually almost on what Mr. Musia said. I had my own idea, and I was thinking that we're thinking of a reunion soon. We are people who have had gathered experience over years, and I believe in leaving back a little keepsake. I was just wondering what it would look like if every member is encouraged to write a little thing. It's not like it could be a resume or a kind of biography, a little short thing about yourself, a kind of picture book, so that if we are going to meet at our AGM, a little nice picture book, look for your nice picture, put and a little message about you and something that we can, it's a keepsake. We may find out what it would cost, produce nicely on some glossy paper, and it's like class of 1980, Cas Bambili, a little booklet, picture book, and so on. That would be a keepsake to take away, and our kids will see it, see our classmates, it will stay for posterity. I was just thinking of something in that light.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So people can prepare what they want to write about themselves, a picture they want. And there will be somebody who is collecting all of this now. And that can be one of our things, because if you start it early enough, you can have something beautiful for little price.
Right.
I would like to collect that data, and I would like to put it in this way. We have the one that is handwritten, that can be read, and we have the one that is video-like, that you see the face and some short history as they are passing on the video.
Maybe two people per page, depending on the size of the book, or one person per page. A really nice, glossy, nice book. If we were seen, physically, I would show. I have something like that I really treasure, and I wish we could have that. We are many. If we are going to be just like we are 90-something, we're hoping to be the 200. So we don't want a very fat volume that people cannot carry. But, it could be handled in a way that you have little on one page, a number of things you see who are these people, in alphabetical order, for example, or by class, LS2, LS1, A1, whatever we decide.
That's a great suggestion.
If we go back to Cas Bambele and ask them to give us our classes, if we go back there,
let us just inspire us. What you have, probably in their names. I don't know how you can post it so that inspires us.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that.
I was just trying to say that if we can get our class list back in Cas Bambele,
we had that class list. That class list was set with our names.
Let me finish what I'm saying now. I've not said it. I've not landed anywhere.
Okay.
If we go back to Bambly and say, please give me S2 list, give me this for 88, all those lists, and from there we follow one by one, and then we just say name, profession, married. Some people are not married, some people are dead, some people are so. We don't have a statistic form that can guide us to actually know that this man in Zambia, this other one is in South Africa, this one is in Cameroon, this one died, this one is. I understand you, but it's a great job, and if it's well done, you love it. So I think that we should take every person's interest, not that we just pick some people. We should make sure that we are thinking about everybody. Thank you.
That's a great great idea. And I think we already have a list of our classmates from CAS Bambly. That document should be somewhere because somebody had shared that with us a long time ago.
They will get it.
Yeah.
To get it.
Yeah, and if
So
you
we
can
are going to be
champion
making
that
a yearbook. Yeah.
if you can champion that book, that would be great, Mr. Musi.
I will go to Bambly myself and find out whether they keep statistics, they keep archives. Because you see, when we are talking about education, sometimes we'll go back, we'll see that we are missing, history is missing. And we need to let people know that they must keep history.
All right.
The book was Amelia's idea. I think she should champion it.
Well, I think there are two ideas here, Mr. Aya. I think his is more like an almanac, a kind of a yearbook. Mine is a little picture book of us who are trying to make this thing work, who want to go to Limbe, the assembly that will go. For that one, it will not be a book that will contain every other person. We'll buy everybody in. If you're in the project for the AGM, this is a keepsake at the AGM. All of us that will be there will have our pictures, our whatever, and it will be a motivation for others to want to be in the next one, and there will be another one, a different edition. But what Mr. Musi is saying is maybe to keep track of our different classmates. That one can be, we can attain the level of beauty I am thinking of in the one I hear him articulate, which is also another good idea. Having all our class.
3 months before time, if we know that.
Even those who have died, even those who are still alive will come in that his own. But this is for the living. Those will be participating. It will be a book. We can even have our program of the day or something of whatever of that AGM there, but it has all our pictures.
Correct.
So the two are good, but they are mutually exclusive.
I think we should focus on those who submit their profiles.
Because we'll be needing those profiles.
Yeah, we can write profiles for those who are not there or those who don't even know about. So normally the way it works is somebody will submit their profile.
Would they write the unknown? Would they write the unknown? Unknown. Find out.
What are we looking for unknowns now?
Okay,
now Mr. Musi's own project.
No, let me tell you something. We are intellectuals. We are doing something that even we do it and keep somebody may come and get that document for. Somebody may be looking for that document after some time, and we have reorganized it. We are not just doing things just because we are doing them for doing sake.
When you produce that, Mr. Musi, when you produce that our song for that our AGM, you will be remembering some of us that have been talking with you. You may make some slangs and so you're not going to talk about every other person that was.
I know. Look, if before you appear in my song, the spirit tells me that this man is qualified. You may be surprised.
If that spirit does not bring my name to your song, nobody will dance the song.
Well, it's the very spirit that told me that you were singing ABBA. The spirit told me that.
Sorry.
The spirit is alive.
I said, when these American people now on a daytime for you in a night,
I hope when I hold one for a corner. We don't know what to own at the 6th.
No, from here I invite one for item 11. I don't know how we'll do.
Okay.
It's true. It's very late back home now.
Yeah, I think
thank you guys so much.
We spent a couple of hours at least in this meeting. So
past midnight.
Oh my God!
Yes.
It shows how strong and alive we are.
Yes.
Wow. No, it's a big sacrifice.
Thank you guys. I think we even lost Mr. Philip.
We have a granny. Hello.
Yes.
You see?
We lost
President.
Yes, sir.
Mr. President. Did I hear Mr. Tam say that Tanga Samson is of late?
No, it's
not.
I think that I have to.
Okay.
I have to investigate and really give people a report about
him. He is missing.
He's just missing.
Okay.
He cannot be alive again.
Where?
Why do you say that?
He cannot be alive again, President. They made his vehicle with those guys in those guys' camp, and the other 4 people with whom they took them, they killed the other ones, and they saw the corpses.
Hey.
Why can they not see his own corpse if he's dead?
So up to now, they have not seen his own corpse. He was the president of the Development Association.
So bad.
Hey.
So bad.
He cannot
So
be
bad.
alive again.
I'm not happy. This now I'm getting this information. I've never known that. I know
It was
that
in our
missing.
forum.
Yeah, no, I know that he was missing, but not missing in infinity.
Okay, guys, let's wrap it up so that those on the ground can go to bed. So I thank everybody for this was great. We had up to 16 people at one time, so we haven't had that for a while. And I encourage I encourage everybody to reach out to everybody when we have a meeting, and we'll try to post the dates of meetings so that people start looking at the meeting days ahead of time. All right. Happy Sunday. Happy Monday for those of you past midnight. All right. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Thank you,
guys.
everybody.
All right. Bye.
Thank you, everybody.
Nice
Bye.
dreams.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Rosalind, bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Where is a place to leave this meeting? When I can leave, I'm looking for my own place to live.
You find my own. My own don't mix up.
I'm using a device. Yes, mine has just gone. Now this one will leave me for day. Yes. Okay. Yes, I've seen it. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, what's happening?
I don't know how to go out. Roslyn.
Where all my leave? You say you want, then you don't say the big no end.
I don't know how to go out.
Put on your phone and put them back on.
Okay.
Myself. Good night.
Good night. You don't see a place leave. You just press it. Leave up. Leave. Go back and look up. You see leave. You just press it. Tap on your screen. You see leave. Tap once. You don't see leaving meeting.
Mr. Musi. Musi. Okay, he's gone.
Because Calista was doing like this.